Smells so green, and now me too.
Skunk Box is your premium herbal humidor. With the Skunk Box, you not only discreetly store your herbs, but restore them too, bringing back the taste, texture, and flavor you love. Order yours online today at skunk-box.com, where you can choose from different models and even customize them to meet your needs.
Open up, Colorado. It's 420. Time to grind and burn.
This is not your son's stoner
Welcome back, family, friends, fellow cannapreneurs. Welcome to the Cannabis Community Project, here for another weekly podcast from the CCP studios high up in Denver, Colorado. Here exploring the business side of this newly emerging Colorado economy, focusing on the business, the patient, the retailer, to the geek in the garage, creating that next innovation. This is the first media platform to help fellow cannapreneurs just like you build sustainable businesses while living the lifestyle. Thank you and welcome to show number 50. I'm so glad to be here. We've made it over a year officially. Wow, so many shows, but yet just a drop in the bucket. We haven't even begun to scratch the surface of who's out there in the industry. Businesses, patients, inventors, so many cannapreneurs I'm meeting every week. I don't know how to fit time into just one show. I'm seriously considering doing a second show, maybe opening up a show exclusively for patients, so we can have one show that continues to focus on the business side of the industry and another show for patients. We'll get it all figured out, but it's been making me think, especially these last few weeks when we've had a number of great individuals on who would be great for supporting a patient show. Gorilla Healer, if you heard that show, that was an awesome show. J.D. Statzer talking about ibogaine and addiction issues. And today we have Kannaway. Kannaway, a somewhat controversial company to some, and to others this is going to be new. Kannaway, a bunch of great guys I met. Brett Little and Damon DeMaco. I think I'm going to mess that up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to mess that up. I mess up so many names, but please forgive me. He knows who I'm talking about. I'd like to thank you personally, gentlemen, for your time participating in the interview and also for the effort you spent referring people to the show, having them connect with me, having them listen to the show. It's been really great. And I hope people really get the sense of what you're talking about today without being judgmental. I mean, it's not that it's a controversial topic in any sense, other than there's some people out there who are just very, sticklers, pricklers about defining groups and who can be allowed into the community and who can't. I'm not here to take sides. I'm here to listen to stories and to dig deep with questions that lets people learn about what's going on. And I hope that's what you get out of today's interview with Kannaway, is the fact that they sat down with me to talk about what their company does, what their products do, how CBD enriched oil is different, being a hemp-based oil with no psychedelic reactions, seeing that it has a 0.003% THC level, but also using their products in salves, lotions, energy pills, even a cool little vape pen they gave me that I've been puffing away on all week. So we're going to talk to them. We're going to talk about Kannaway. We're going to talk about CBD. We're going to touch around the issues of health and medicinal healing. And then we're going to learn about basic business models and how one more company out there is trying to make their name and footprint in the cannabis industry. And if anybody out there is thinking that I somehow did this interview because they paid me or offered sponsorship, not the case at all. They are not sponsors. They did give me a few sample products to try, and I've been using them for the last week. And honestly, I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with the vape pen they gave me. It's just a standard vape pen that works just like any other. They had some caffeine energy pills that were CBD enriched. I tried them. They were okay. There was nothing that I saw as being a scam as far as the products themselves. There's definitely some questions about the business model, but honestly, we've all heard of network marketing. We've all heard of these. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's just a network marketing model. To a lot of people, you want to think it's a scam, but it's network marketing. It's heavily dependent on individuals working their personal network, and that's fine. Some businesses choose some routes, others choose others. This is their business model. And it's just what it is. But they have products, and they're trying to market them just like any other company, and they're trying to do it in the cannabis industry and make a name for themselves. So I asked them the questions. I tried to dig as deep as possible. I tried to bring out the obvious topics of what people will probably already be thinking about. And then I just wanted to get into just a basic conversation about who I was talking to. I wanted to learn about their stories and where they came from and what their background was all about and what their future was looking like. This is what I do on my show, and I hope other people will come join us so they can tell their story. If you got something against Kannaway, call me up. We'll get you on the show. We'll talk about it. This is a community show. I'm not here to take sides. I'm not here to do anything except be a medium of communication where information can flow through me to you out into the community so people can make their own decision. But before we get into that, let's make sure we don't forget about everything we've been learning, especially last week's show with J-Day Stature and Ibogaine. Did you hear that one? That was a good one. You know, you may have never thought about addiction issues. You may have never thought about those who are suffering. But this is an interesting topic because for years, I don't know, probably 80 years or so coming up, or maybe more. I'm not quite sure exactly when AA was founded, but there's been a dominant recovery for addiction, a dominant model for recovery or addiction out there, which has been challenged by very few individuals and physicians and those who are in addiction specialist services. So this one was also controversial. Nobody wrote me emails about it or was as opinionated as when I told people I was interviewing Kannaway, but I guarantee you Ibogaine is just as controversial, and it's an issue we should all look at. Let's take a couple minutes now to do our short-term memory flashback relapse. Hear what we did last week. Go back, take a listen to the full show. Then we'll move on this week and get into everything we need to get in. Thanks for joining us on show number 50. Here we go. Very interested in learning about this Ibogaine. I've been hearing bits and pieces about it. Last time we spoke about some political issues and activist issues. Let's learn all about this Ibogaine.
Well, I do want to tell you all about Ibogaine and how it works and why it's different from any other way that they've had up to date for handling the problem of drug addiction. The big news actually now is they've finally given Ibogaine to somebody with Parkinson's disease, and what they've done is they've given them very, very low doses, and a low dose regimen over a month has reversed to at least a 40-50% extent Parkinson's disease on a person down in Mexico who's tried it. So it ties in really with how Ibogaine works in the first place. The thing that makes Ibogaine different from methadone and Subutex and all these other drugs that they have is Ibogaine is a corrective treatment. It's not a maintenance drug. It's not a simple detox where you've got the junk chemistry out of your body, but you're still craving. It goes down to the core of what addiction is, and it really does define what addiction is. And addiction has always been not a moral dilemma, but a serious physical problem. So let's start with what addiction is and what addiction is not. Addiction is not a behavior. Drug taking ceases to become a behavior the moment you become addicted. Then it's no longer naughty behavior or your bad choices. It's something that your body is forcing you to do. So all addictions work in the dopamine centers of the brain, and they damage the neurons that are involved with the dopamine pathways in one of two ways. Either like with opiates, they cause the parts that produce the dopamine and spit it out to fade away, to wilt away. Or in the cases of cocaine and methamphetamine, it takes the parts of the neurons that receive the dopamine and recycle it back into the body, and it interferes with that process, either by making too many receptors so that you have a heightened expectation for dopamine to feel normal, or they interfere with the reuptake, with the transport of dopamine. As you know, when you take cannabis, you're not doing to your body what you're doing when you take heroin. And for so long, the drug warrior line was pot was just a weaker form of heroin. Well, who else wants us to think that pot is a weaker form of heroin? The drug pusher, that's who. So the DARE program comes into our schools telling kids that pot is heroin. They're doing the drug pusher's job for him, and I don't think it's an accident that that's going on. They want this drug war to go on, and they want the drug scene to be as hazardous as possible for these kids that are entering into it. Just that we have to have people realize that addiction is not what they've been told. It's not a behavior. It's not a choice. It's an unfortunate medical condition, and putting somebody in prison for a condition that's medical is just as inhumane as putting somebody in prison for giving themselves diabetes from drinking or eating too much sugar. What we at Cures Network, we want everybody to do ibogaine in a clinical setting.
This show is streamed live from CCP Studios, but we can also do it via Skype, phone, and possibly some other technology ways. Let's just get you on the show. So if you have an idea, you have a business, maybe a product you've been thinking about, contact me. Brainstorm at cannabiscommunityproject.com. Dairy Berry's recording studio, located in Arvada, Colorado, is your local recording studio with affordable rates. Mark is well experienced and will make your show, music, or any audio you have sound great. Take a look at Dairy Berry's recording studio or call Mark at 303-456-8216.
Hi, this is Soham Shah of the Cannabis Commodities Exchange, bringing you a market update from Denver, Colorado. We're here with your first market update for CCX for 2015. We've been looking at some different types of categories and price trends over the past 6 months. What we've seen is a pretty steady decline in flower prices and concentrate prices over the past 6 months on both the medical and the adult use side. Whereas trim has kind of exhibited an opposite pattern. It's almost doubled in price over the past 6 months, where we were looking at $200 in the beginning and now $400 per pound. Some of the data that was produced by the Colorado Marijuana Enforcement Division, the increase in trim price can definitely be correlated with the lack of supply and the increase of demand. As has been reported universally in Colorado, nearly 50% of adult use demand for cannabis is in the form of extracted goods. The majority of these extracted goods are produced from trim. So as adult consumers become more aware of alternatives to smoking, the demand for the raw materials that go into these products is increased. Price relationship between trim and flower will probably always be somewhere near where it is right now. There might be some optimization that happens in those prices and that price relationship as people use advanced technology and analysis to really optimize the extraction process, and they can really, when somebody can quantify the true difference between running flower for extraction versus running trim for extraction, I think we will see some more data-driven normalization in those prices. The market for concentrates will continue to expand, especially on the consumable side. Non-smoking, non-vaporizing forms of extracted cannabis, so your edibles, your drinks, your tinctures, your topicals, your salves, different items like that will continue to have an increase in demand, at least from my opinion. As far as the prices of flower, I don't know for sure when that's going to happen, but I think that, yes, over time, we're talking about a dried plant, and as such, the price of it will be driven down, so it's comparable to other dried plants that we buy. Maybe not nearly as cheap, but still not the astronomical prices that we see now. A lot of that has to do with taxation, the tax code and how dispensaries and marijuana businesses are denied major tax deductions. It has to do with the risk associated with people transporting it across borders. Some of the price that we have built into our system is still reflective, or it's still based off of black market prices. That's where our medical prices started and our adult use prices started. As supply has gone up and more people have moved to that, we see prices on the legal side start to come down, and eventually that'll continue. Once again, we don't know for sure what what the final price will be. We don't know, when the prices will continue to fall or start to fall or any of these things, but we'll be here to keep track of it and keep you updated. Thanks for listening. That has been the Market Update brought to you by the Cannabis Commodities Exchange. You can find us at www.cannaexchange.com.
Feeling guilty about a time with cannabis? Get it off your chest and confess it on Cannafessions, your public forum to absolve your soul.
New voice message, Wednesday, 4:21 p.m.
Some friends and I were staying in Austin, Texas for the South by Southwest Music Festival. We were sharing a hotel room and we were getting pretty well lit, smoking one after the other. Well, munchies happened. So we called the local Chinese food delivery place, ordered up some food and smoked some more while we were waiting for it to arrive. Finally, the delivery guy shows up, hands us the food, we hand him the money. And he looks at us, looks at me, looks at my friend, looks back at me, and a dead serious expression says, "You making fun of me or something?" And we all started laughing. Of course, we weren't making fun of him, but it's hard to prove that when you're laughing in his face. Needless to say, we gave the guy a big old tip, and he left. That's my cannabis confession.
And that was Cannafessions. If you have a confession to make, contact me via Facebook or the website at cannabiscommunityproject.com.
Do you think that there's some people that are actually robots?
No.
Go prepare for your death.
Oh my God, I'm vegan!
I win 1-0.
No sweat, baby. Sing your best, let me get them out the way. More snaps, more game. Hate to love it, I'm a winner, I'm a win. No sweat, baby. Sing your best, let me get them out the way. More snaps, more game. Hate to love it, I'm a winner, I'm a win. Let you the man, give yourself a chance. Fly away, but this ain't no Peter Pan. I fell, and I fall. Fucking hurts, I be walking, standing tall.
Got my head looking high, and my grandmother listening, whispering, homies in the fam in the sky. Why these coppers get to live, and this youngins gotta die. 50 states on the rag, dirty stars on the flag. Nobody love a dreamer till this dream come true. Nobody love a dreamer till this dream come true. Nobody love a dreamer till this dream come true. We're only real winners when we have nothing
to the man. Give yourself a chance. Fly away, but this ain't no Peter Pan. I fell, and I fall. Fucking hurts, I be walking, standing tall. My life, good Lord. Kinda crazy, and I'm telling you the truth. I'm here, and how do you think that I made it from here tonight?
I'm Brett Little with Kannaway.
Damon D'Amico, live in Thornton, Colorado, and I'm with Kannaway. We're here to talk about CBD-rich hemp oil products. We represent a company based out of San Diego, California, and we are sharing our products today, sharing education, more importantly, about the differences between CBD and THC. So it's a hemp lifestyle company based on CBD-rich hemp oil that we infuse in several different products. We have over 70 different products in research and development, and we've introduced approximately over a dozen different products: skincare line, a beauty-defined skincare line, a hemp vape, which is a vaporizer, which is a nutritional product that has CBD-rich hemp oil in it. And then we also have the first ever cannabis-infused energy chew, which is called Kannaway. Basically what it is CBD-A. It's got 5 different B vitamins, and it's got 100 milligrams of natural caffeine. So it's going to replace your coffee and your Red Bull energy drinks, that kind of stuff. More of a nutritional energy chew.
Cool. Very ambitious. 70 products, is that what you said?
Over 70 different products in research and development.
In development.
Yeah.
So you're selling all products, physical, tangible products that are all cannabis related?
Yes, specifically hemp, CBD-rich hemp oil from the industrial hemp plant, and it's actually an award-winning CBD hemp oil it's won 5 different cannabis cups at High Times.
We use like a bee-bong formula, a Korean bee-bong formula in a lot of our products, which is all natural herbs and essential oils from nature. One thing that I do want to make sure that we specify is that all of our products are legal in all 50 states, will not get you high, and also will not make it show up positive for a drug test.
So I guess you better explain that, because when we talk about infused type products, people are going to think of infused products. Well, why don't these get you high? Why are they legal in all states? And what is the technical definition we're talking about here?
Sure. So, the cannabis plant, whether it's marijuana or whether it's hemp, they all have cannabinoids, the THC, the CBD. They're different cannabinoids. THC is the psychoactive part that goes to your head and actually gets you high. The CBD is more of the healing and the health part of the plant. A lot of the misconception right now is that you need the THC with the CBD to help heal the body. And that's not necessarily true. We're out to share that you can actually have a high strain of super potent CBDs, again, award-winning.
Imported, you just couldn't grow it here. So Canada, they would send it in and other places around the world. So we're basically saying it's not really bad enough to keep out of the borders, but we'll let you send your money to other people to acquire it. So it's a little silly, but it's being corrected, as you said.
Yeah, it's being corrected, but I think in almost any industry, we're kind of the same way with the different laws and regulation, labor laws. But, yes, we've been importing the cannabis plant in one way or another, but we've also, the U.S. government actually has funded a research on cannabis and marijuana in one of the universities, and I don't remember exactly which one it is, since I think it was like 1962. So the U.S. government actually has been studying the plant the whole time through the prohibition, but not allowing anybody
The
else
only
to.
Ones who actually can study it is the government in a very limited scope.
Right.
Very few people actually have their fingers involved.
But the problem with that is that they didn't give any information to people that was important to them. Instead, they went a different direction with pharmaceuticals and all these different oils and different things, and they went a complete different direction. And so, it's funny how it's not really funny at all when we realize what's happened to a lot of people. We've created a lot of diseases.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, we're not here to make medical claims with our products, but what we're going to emphasize is that, if you're lied to for so many years and they straight up do it every single day by the thousands.
Don't make medical claims, but accuse your government of murdering people.
So good thing for editing, but
are all of these products external type applications, or are some of them also who regulates this? The FDA, or how?
We have a federal license in all 50 states. So yeah, it's definitely a federal license, and it's shipped FedEx.
What's it considered like though? Like vitamins or
dietary supplements?
Okay,
yeah, health products, yeah.
So they're all things like creams and lotions.
There's topicals. There's definitely internals. We have an amazing product called Revive, which Brett mentioned earlier is the mixture of bee-bong formula. And it's a Korean formula of herbs that's been handed down from centuries and just years and years, thousands of years.
What's it for?
It's bee-bong, yeah. And basically what bee-bong means in Korea is it's the secret or the formula.
Oh, that's a word. I thought it was like bee
I know.
and then bong. Like
yeah,
a bong,
it is.
Like a bee
yeah,
bong.
B-I-B-O-N-G. yeah. So it's pretty
Very
amazing. They mix that. And it's a mixture of dragon's blood, which is, from a tree. And there's different herbs, plenty of different herbs they mix. And they have all these secret formulas that they mix with the CBD.
In Korea, you said? Or?
Yeah, Korea. So pretty amazing herbs that have amazing healing properties. And they mix that with the cannabis, with the oil itself. And then they also mix that with the vitamin D and a coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Yep. So it's a pretty amazing synergy, and it's got some pretty amazing properties to it. So we have that. And then we also have, our newest product that we just launched is Can Active, which is an acne line. And instead of putting chemicals on your face, which, a lot of the products out there pretty much all are.
Right.
It's an all-natural
like
cannabis.
Dry your skin.
Most of them, that's what they do. And they have this chemical balance that fights acne, and ours is an all-natural cannabis-infused.
Put it on.
It's a 3-step process. Pretty amazing, and there's a big market for it,
Teenagers all over the country that are
Well,
suffering right now.
You know, what it comes down to is diet, and I think that our diet
That's
that we've
true.
created in the society, it's a fast food society and everybody's on the go and they don't think about their health. They're thinking about go, let's go make money. And, if you put the money in front of it all, then you're just going to die a lot quicker, and a lot of people just, they think about, just let's go. And they don't think about their diet, and their health is number one.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that do take care of themselves, but there's a lot of people that don't.
So you said it was like a lifestyle company in the sense of it's all about kind of like the health.
That's what it's about. I mean, it really is.
And hemp too.
It really is. We have to change our mindsets. It's funny. I talk to a lot of people every day. I meet new people every day, and it's like the same thing over and over again. Everybody has a problem. Yeah. Every single person out there has a problem, whether it's health or financial. Everybody has a problem. And you know what? They might be a small problem. They might be big problems. Who knows? Who cares? But guess what? We can all be fixed. We can all take care of ourselves and make ourselves better. So why not share that with other people? If we're not going up, we're going down.
But how did you get involved? What's your background?
My story goes back years. I mean, my parents, they grew marijuana for a long time.
Oh, okay.
They in large amounts.
So you grew up kind of around it.
Oh, yeah. My first couple of years of my life were in Zihuatanejo, Mexico on the beach.
I know exactly where that is.
Up and down Canada and all over the United States, as a young child. Yeah. And so, my background goes way back, and I've been around cannabis my whole life. So, and the big difference is that, what's awesome about our company is it's not about getting high, even though I myself enjoy doing that. And I've been a big marijuana fan, like I said, my whole life. Yeah. I've been around it, and I've used it since, I was young, and I enjoy it to this day.
What about you, Red? You also have a similar background?
I didn't grow up with my parents going that way, but I, going through school and my friends, I was most definitely introduced to marijuana.
Right.
I've always been involved in that scene, if I would say, and I am an advocate. I got involved with Kannaway because I saw a way that I could help people that are legally bound not to have access to it. Not to mention, if you can give a nutritional supplement or product to a child in another state that are still getting CBD, if you're living in another state where marijuana is illegal, recreational or medically illegal, and you can give help to that parent or that child, is that parent isn't going to be arrested for giving their child CBD, but they'll be arrested if they're caught giving them THC. So, like I said, we're not going to make medical claims, but even if you're only giving CBD and not THC, you got to see the benefit in that, and I do. Right. And I got involved, as the opportunity and the business opportunity, but I just wanted to reach the masses because I do believe in the plant cannabis. And, maybe on the hemp side and the marijuana.
Did it start, though, from, like, an event in your life? Like, did somebody get sick or did something happen? Or you just kind of casually wandered into...
I kind of casually wandered into it, and it sparked my interest of a product to help other people. People that are religious or older don't want THC, but I saw that the benefit that and the results that I saw from these CBD products.
Branding issue.
But then I actually started to think, how many people can I help? How many people do I know that have arthritis or psoriasis or depression?
Right.
It was just something that I felt that could help a lot of people that I knew, and it's grown from there. It's getting involved with Kannaway really has humbled me in life.
So how does it work? What is the method of the lifestyle? What am I to do with what you... So you've given me 3 items here. One, it says, what does it say? Hemp vape?
That's the hemp vape. I actually quit smoking cigarettes. I've been tobacco-free. So
this is a little vape pen?
It is. It's a vape pen. It's all CBD-rich hemp oil.
And you sell this through the website?
Oh, absolutely. All of our products.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us what the website is since we're talking about it, so people can see exactly what I'm looking at?
To get to the products would be livehemplife.net would be a great place for the product. But all the products are available through the website because we are mainly a mobile business. It's not one of those companies where you got to buy a bunch of products and sell them out of your garage. It's nice. You actually come out of the distribution center.
So I'm looking at a very nice, sleek vape pen. It looks like it has a USB connection.
Yeah, that's how you charge the battery.
And is this the battery in the box here?
Actually, that is the atomizer, and which I can't tell which flavor. That's the papaya. My favorite's actually the green one. Is the other is the melon, because they actually do taste really good. And all it is a CBD-rich hemp oil product.
So it's very compact. You could easily fit that into a pan pocket very discreetly. And I like the kind of rigidness of it. It looks like I can just plug it right into my car, USB, or my
absolutely in your computer. Another good thing about the hemp vape is that actually it is a lifetime guarantee on the battery.
Meaning what? If the battery burns out?
If you have any kind of problems with the battery, you can send it in and get a replacement.
Okay, so this is a little cartridge for an oil. Mm-hmm. And then the other one is for...
It's the same... It's just
so this is an oil-only vape pen, or how does it work?
Actually, you unscrew the USB.
It? Okay.
I don't know if there's a charge on
two
that.
Parts.
Right.
And it has a button, so I would connect... Let me see if I can figure it out without help, because there's going to be millions of people buying the product. You got to make sure they're intuitively able to...
You got to take the little cap, the protective cap off, yeah. I usually use my teeth for those, to be honest with you.
I'll tell you not to do that.
I use my teeth for everything, man. I really do. But, I mean, I can give you a little bit more background on the hemp vape. I mean, I smoked cigarettes for almost 20 years, just quit smoking cigarettes and just put it down. And what was great about the hemp vape for me, it's got the CBD benefits, so like the anti-anxiety and the help with the sleep.
What am I vaping here? What's in the cartridge?
CBD-rich hemp oil.
Produced by who? Whom?
Kannaway actually has a parent company called Hemp Meds PX. They're the award-winning oil.
Okay.
And they produce the RSHO oil, which is the real scientific hemp oil.
Okay.
And they've had doctors that have created the 507 patent. They're part of a team that's created the 507 patent. If you Google the 507, that is the patent that is basically saying the oil, the extraction process from the hemp plant that produces the CBD is a neuroprotectant, an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. And again, I'm not here to make medical claims. Just go Google the 507 patent.
Okay.
And that oil right there, that's won 5 different cannabis cups at High Times, produced for all of the products that you see in front of you. And we actually have several companies that are knocking on our door right now, large companies that we can't name, that are looking to put this award-winning CBD-rich hemp oil in their products.
Okay.
So the market for this is really unlimited.
Well, let me see what the box says on how to use here. And if I would have read it first, I probably would have figured out how to put it together faster.
It comes partially charged.
Whoa.
You want to hit it more like you're puffing on it instead of like dragging it.
Yeah, it's not quite like a bong. It's more like just a little hit.
Well, it came straight out of the box. It lit right up, and I got a pretty strong hit, unbeknowingly. I say it looks pretty good. Now, what happens if I say, hey, the CBD oil is great, but I actually want to use some hash oil? Does it work with that? Can I get a cartridge and screw it in?
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's interchangeable.
Whatever you do on your own terms in Colorado specifically is, up to you.
Right.
So,
Are you the
that's
lawyer of the company?
but we actually do have a couple of really good lawyers. So,
very good.
Yeah.
All right, so that looks awesome. I'm going to use that a lot, and I'll keep that in my hands a lot. That looks awesome.
Just curiosity, what was your first, thought about it, the taste or?
I think it has a great aftertaste. I didn't notice that's why it was such a big hit. I didn't notice a real strong taste going in.
Yeah.
It didn't burn or anything. It didn't feel like there was a lot of extras in the smoke there that irritated the throat.
Yeah, good.
It was good. That looks cool.
Yeah,
it looks real sleek, and it looks cool, and it feels, like a good, nice, discreet little battery.
Yeah, we like to plug that hemp vape just because it's more of a nutritional product and it's an alternative to a lot of the e-juices and stuff that's out there.
And how long is this battery going to last me?
It just depends on the use. I mean, everybody uses them different, every day. So I've had mine, several months, 9 months now. I think I've replaced it one time. I sat on it and beat it up. But
now, do you buy just a new battery,
don't
or
put
do
it
you
in
have
your back
to do
pocket.
the whole thing?
No, you just have to replace the atomizers.
Just those. Okay.
Right. Your battery lasts as long as the battery lasts, because it's rechargeable. But the atomizer is actually the oil which you're smoking, so you just replace those.
So that's what you go to the website.
Absolutely.
And they can find.
Yeah, and they have, they have papaya, melon, strawberry, and natural.
What's this Cannabis Beauty Define Anti-Aging Salve? What does that mean? I put it on my face and I'm going to look younger?
No. We have a skincare line that's actually the facial. This is actually a topical for the rest of the body.
Almond oil, first ingredient.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Sarah Alba, beeswax. All right. Some type of rice. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. All right. So the first few ingredients seem to be coming from non-chemical defined ingredients.
That's the important part right there. Is there's a lot of products out there that are being made, and especially that are in the main grocery stores and on mainstream. It's just,
what's the application?
Yeah, you can use that for a lot of different things. Dry skin. I use it for. I have arthritis. 41 years old. A lot of pain in my hands, and so in the morning I get up and I put it around my knuckles. I have a lot of back pain, and it actually helps a lot. It's pretty
Nice.
amazing. Yeah, I've seen a
Now,
lot
you
of
don't
those.
send these out in little 2-ounce packets, right?
No,
Somebody
those are
buys
what-
like a whole box.
Yeah, we actually have a travel pack. That's a travel pack that you would just take with you. You know, we have containers. I think they're 3-ounce containers that, you know, last about a month or so.
Nice.
And, you know, they retail for about $50 for the 3-ounce container. That's the same stuff right there.
Oh,
that's
just
what
in
it
a
comes in.
different
Yeah,
container.
that's your 3-ounce
Okay.
container. So
Oh, nice.
this stuff's good for cuts and bruises and, you know, any kind of sores, that kind of stuff. It works amazing.
I actually have a friend that
That's
actually
smell.
mixes it with his lotion and uses it for psoriasis. And actually his wife uses it for fibromyalgia.
Wow, cool.
But
Doesn't
one
seem
thing
real
about the
greasy either.
No, it's kind of like it's a sap. One thing that I want to mention with the Beauty Define line, the whole Beauty Define line, is that it's all natural ingredients, and it doesn't use the, I think it's the delivery agent, the chemical delivery agents that most of your beauty lines have. Also, if you look on in the ingredients, most of your beauty line products have water as like one of their top 3 ingredients. If you can find it on ours, which you do find on most of them, but water is actually one of the ingredients towards the bottom. Not to mention also is the Define line, all of our products have at least 25% active ingredients in them, where that's like night and day comparison with most of the lines on the market. And actually one of the products has 99% active ingredients in it.
On your journey to helping people, did you ever think the phrase beauty line would have come up so many times?
I'm the guy that washes my face with soap. No, I never thought it would, but I actually use some of these products and I really do enjoy them, which is weird because I'm not that type of guy that would ever think that. I mean, I love the salve.
You need a booth in like Macy's, right? Catch people as they come
absolutely.
to the door.
I believe me, that is in the future. I can guarantee it.
You know, we've actually attended a lot of the hemp festivals and a lot of the shows, Indo Expo that was just here recently, Chicago Cannabis Convention or Chicago Cannabis Cup, whatever they had out there. This last June, and so we're in the same boat. You know,
and
we want to
kind of a booth style where people sit down.
We can share booths with people. We actually shared a booth with an awesome lady from Oregon. Yeah, it's pretty cool because there's a lot of people looking for this kind of stuff. Like you said, there's a huge market, and a lot of people realize, you know, how bad the products really are out there on the market. And so, you know, for something that really isn't that much more expensive but much better for you, it's well worth it.
Yeah, price-wise is pretty comparable.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, price is important because I think there's a line of how much people support ideas of, you know, grandeur of, hey, I'm helping this, and then there's a price point where all of a sudden it's like,
Well, I mean, it's most definitely comparable to your higher line beauty products. Absolutely.
Here's the other thing. Okay, those Canna Kicks right there. I know we're about to talk about the Canna Kicks next. I get excited about them because everybody buys Red Bull and Monster and these other drinks, and energy drinks they're just not good for you. Most of them are not all natural, and
so the Canna Kick says 3 hours of energy per serving.
Yeah, so there's 4 servings in a box.
What does that
there's
mean?
8 boxes in that brick right there.
What are you putting in there that's giving me 3 hours of energy?
So you're getting 100 milligrams of all natural caffeine. You're getting the CBDA, which is the CBD at its raw form. And when you look at the research and see what CBDA is, the acid part of the CBD, it's absolutely amazing what it does for the energy level. And then you're also getting 5 different B vitamins. And so if you know anything about what B vitamins do for you, just again, go do your research. So I'm not here to make medical claims.
Right,
and,
like
you know,
B12 and
B5, and there's 6. There's,
you know, energy, and some are cancer fighting.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what we're putting in all these products. Again, you know, it's all natural. So, and that's the Revive we talked about. That's the internal. You're basically putting a little bit of that under your tongue for about 60 to 90 seconds. That's the strong RSHO oil mixed with the CBD rich hemp oil mixed with the vitamin D coconut oil, and then the B-Bong formula. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. Yeah.
The packaging doesn't do it justice.
No, I think it's more
to explain all that.
Yeah, it's a new product. They actually just launched that in October, and the product, you know, definitely the product inside, you know, they can definitely work on some of the packaging, but it's one of those things that once you try it and see what it does for you and see what it does for other people. I've had a lot of.
But is it a demonstrative type sales where to take it out of the package and demonstrate it to sell it, or could you put it up on a shelf and have somebody walk by and look at it and make a decision based on the packaging?
You know, normally what we would do is we have had those on shelves and we sell them in retailers, that kind of thing, but you would take them out, and there's a lot of the oral applicators going around where you just eat the raw oil and the extracted oils, you know, for medical benefits and to get the highest potency and the, you know, highest activation. So it's new, but not really. And a lot of people.
Open one of these Canna Kicks here and see what they're all about.
One thing that I want to say about the Revive is if you're looking for that type of product, I agree that the packaging doesn't exactly do the oral applicators justice. If you're looking for that type of product, you already know what you're looking for. It's not like your average Joe is going to be like, oh, I'm going to buy this.
Well, that's the question of distribution, right? Is are people looking for you, or are you looking for them?
Oh, no, the market's huge. I mean, when people realize all of the news, all of the CBD laws that are being passed, and a lot of these people are getting upset about these CBD laws, but I mean, give me a break, people. This is the door, the door in, the footstep in the door. We're just starting out. We're getting started with the government actually allowing the medical research to be out there public, to be known what's going on, what CBDs can do for people. And, what I like to emphasize with people, it's more of preventative. And, we have a lot of sickness and illnesses in this country, in this world, but it's about preventative. If you can get CBDs in your body before you get sick, a lot of people don't realize that cannabinoids are something we produce in our body naturally, and we get cannabinoids from the mother's breast milk. So when you're born, the first thing you put in your body is cannabinoids. A lot of people don't even realize that. And when you research and see what cannabinoids do for you, what they do to your immune system, what your body, you're growing right at the beginning, right when you were born, when you realize what that does for you, and then when you realize what happens when you stop and you don't take that in for a long time, maybe ever. You might not ever take them in ever again, but your body's producing a small amount of them. But what happens is when you do the research and you find out what cannabinoids do in a higher level, in a pure form from the hemp plant, from the cannabis plant, and you realize how powerful it is for the human health, for the body, that's what we're trying to educate people with.
So you're saying my wife should smoke weed?
I mean, well, the big debate right now is whether you should smoke it or not. There was a 30-year study on the science of weed, that we helped actually sponsor and fund. The Science of Weed is a pretty amazing film that documents a 30-year study. And the smoking, it's everybody has their debate on whether it's good or bad for you. And we all know that the smoke creates carcinogens and toxins, but does the overall benefit of the plant and the oils as you smoke it overcome all of that? And that's what the question is, I think. And in my opinion, I think it does. And I guess maybe a little more time will tell. It has been a short amount of time in relativity. So.
Well, I say that because she's pregnant. And
I would say no. And look what happened to me. But no, so I think oils, the extracts, the pure forms are the way to go. The edibles are the way to go. If you can prevent smoking it, smoking it's great. A lot of people enjoy it, but I think that if you can get the same benefit, if not even more, from the edibles or the pure oils, whether it's CBD or THC, I think that's going to be the benefit, the most benefit that you're going to get. They're making drinks, they're making food, they're making all of this stuff that we have that's coming out, and you're going to see it more and more. So, the market's huge. It's massive. It's every single person out there. That's how huge it is.
Well, from a size standpoint, when people ask, well, how big is the market? I say, well, that's easy to measure because how big is the current existing market of all things? Well, all things currently existing could be all things cannabis. Everything from why couldn't it be cannabis water? Why couldn't it be, cannabis Starburst, right? Well, isn't that what I'm looking at here with this can of kick?
Much what it, right? Well, that's exactly what we're saying is that we're still very new corporation, but we have 5 or 6 lines out right now. We have 70 more in research and development. Yeah. So I mean, the market is out there. I mean,
just keep going and going and going.
Absolutely. One also thing about the whole thing about the smoking weed is when they talk about the CBD part is that if you superheat the CBD, it actually deactivates some of the properties of the CBD itself.
Superheating like a lighter.
Exactly. Yeah, burning it, superheating as a lighter, or even bringing it up. You bring it up to a certain temperature. Yeah. That's why all of our products in the oil is all extracted either cold water extraction or with CO2 extraction so that we never heat the product up. Even the hemp vape is actually set at the lowest setting to burn the wick to help not damage.
So I need a lighter that lights at a lower temperature?
Well, no, I'm not saying a lighter. I'm saying either you
but how do I still
oil.
Continue to smoke plant matter? Because I don't necessarily want to switch over to oils or waxes and I don't even really want to vaporize per se plant matter. I just want to smoke plant matter.
Well, that's why I personally do both. I got to take my CBDs in the morning.
You wrapped up in a conversation about your smoking habits.
But for me, I take my CBDs in the morning with like I do, with breakfast or whatever, and I smoke the hemp vape throughout the day. And then when I want a little bit of THC, I take it at any form that I feel like at that point.
So if I take this can of cake, what's going to happen to me? Am I going to be speeding home on the way home? Am I gonna be
You might. No,
flying
it's not.
home?
It's not like that. It's not. Like, it's funny you say that too, because I drove to Atlanta. I actually ate 3 of those on the way to Atlanta. Stayed up all through the night. I usually would drink a Red Bull or a coffee. Years ago, it'd be a couple of Red Bulls, and I went the whole entire night without a coffee or a Red Bull or any kind of energy drink. So it's more of a clarity and a focus kind of energy versus a speedy energy.
That was an unexpected taste. That was good. That was very sweet. Yeah, minty.
What's really amazing about the Cannakick is that the caffeine is time released. It's encapsulated. So it's a time release sustained energy you're going to get over a 2 to 4 hour period. And so you're not getting the super jolt that you would get from an energy drink or a 5 hour whatever. You're going to get the crash. You're not going to get that from the Cannakick.
Yeah.
So it's a sustained energy and it mellows it out, so it's not a jolty, really nasty high.
A lot of vitamin B's posted on the package.
Yeah.
1, 3, 6, 12, and 5.
Well, we actually just say it's a
Aren't
healthy
one of those
alternative.
illegal in the United States? Vitamin B12 or something?
Yeah, I don't know about that. But, we like to say that that's a healthy alternative to either coffee or an energy drink.
Right. Yeah. I'll feel how the after effects are.
Well, from my personal experience, I'm really have like a sensitivity to the caffeine. That's actually the Revive, the oil applicator.
Wow.
Yes.
So it comes in a syringe type form, like an oil, like a hash oil.
Absolutely.
And then you just...
Yeah, and you've got about 4 doses in each tube.
So how do you measure that?
There's little hash marks for measurement.
Okay, and what does that mean? A dose is per morning, or?
It depends on your need. I mean, if you're just doing it just to sustain health, or just to sustain a lifestyle, then you take a certain amount of.
Is it for pain though? Is it for what would be the purpose of use?
Trying to avoid the medical claims.
Right.
I can speak a personal testimonial myself. I'm a chronic back pain sufferer. I have scoliosis. I beat up my back skiing down the mountains of Colorado, and I've been in a lot of sports, and I've been hurting for probably about 7-8 years now. Point where when I get up out of bed, it's pretty rough, especially in the wintertime. This product came along about a month and a half, 2 months ago. And as soon as I started using it, I felt immediate relief. And it wasn't 100% relief, but it was immediate relief. I do make a claim to this product and say that it has literally helped me get up every day. So
you put it on a cracker under your tongue?
I just put it on my finger and just take it in with, a little honey sometimes, or on a spoon, or in a, I mix it up with, my wife likes to make, mix up a lot of vegetables and we'll just mix it in. We don't heat it up, but we mix it into our food. You can give it to your children and it's not going to get them high. There's 5 per box with that one, and then there's also a 10-pack. So you're going to get, depending on your need, you're going to get a couple weeks.
One of these you said is about 4.
Yeah. And I usually do that once a day. So 4 days, and you
so
see
this would be about 2 weeks,
2 to 3
more or less.
2 to 3 weeks, yeah.
Yes, okay. So I think 2 to 3 weeks is a sufficient amount of time for somebody to, I don't know, it's not a sufficient amount of time for somebody to do a scientific experiment, but it's enough time for somebody anecdotally, right, to use something.
You probably, most people feel the results of that actually almost instantaneously because of the delivery agent in it, the natural delivery agent in it. It's actually taken in through your mucous membrane, and that's why you keep it in your mouth for 60 to 90 seconds, and then you swallow it.
The
MCT
Those
oil
words
is
shouldn't be combined in the same sentences. Mucous membrane and swallow.
Well, yeah, I mean it's just anatomy. But I actually
a different way to phrase it.
Usually, when I have a new customer that actually, or somebody who actually wants to use the product, I actually, once they get it, I don't hear from for 1 to 2 days because they're actually up and about and doing things. And I wish I have a lady that I know that I introduced these products to. It actually has changed her life because of for her partner. It's just so much relief for her.
I'm going to do my own personal study with these that you've donated to me. I'm going to give this one to my mom, who suffers from back pain.
We have another product that we can show you. I don't know if we have any to give you right now, but it's actually a capsule. And you see a lot of the capsules that are coming out with the oils in the capsules. So it's a daily capsule that you can take. And
I like these packaging.
Yeah, the packaging is amazing. We are a hemp company, and we're going to be switching over to all hemp packaging. There's companies being developed right now for that purpose.
This design, though, in general, I like this
yeah,
design,
absolutely. And then we have the skin. This is the Cannabis Beauty Defined skincare line. One of the products out of that, I think that's the toner.
What's the business model? Is it a bring your friend and sign up your parents kind of business model?
Sure. It's considered a network marketing company. We do network, with friends and family and businesses. What's amazing about it right now is that, cannabis is all over the place right now, especially being here in Colorado. And there's so many business opportunities for so many people. And I think a lot of people look at dispensaries and they look at, manufacturing different products and all these different things, grows. There's so many different sectors in the cannabis space. But what's amazing about our business model is that anybody over the age of 18 can get involved with little or no cost and have an opportunity that can, fulfill whatever kind of income they really wish to achieve.
So they would then acquire these products that you're showing me here and be able to go and sell them. And
yeah,
get
absolutely.
A
Yep.
and the
We
whole
have
deal.
discounted prices. If you want to get involved, you actually can get involved for free. It's a 60-day free trial. And then after that, we charge $15 a month for the website. And you basically get your own website with your own code on it. And you can track
You have
all
a
of it.
little page.
Yep, you have your own page, and
Yeah.
you can actually send people capture pages, which we do a lot of advertising online. Online marketing is huge with social media. And what we did basically is we set up a system where over the first 3 months, which was basically February, March, and April, we had over 80,000 people sign up in our company throughout the United States.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I know people all over the place are really excited to be part of just the industry in general. So I'm sure you're going to get a lot of attention from people just what's going on kind of aspect of people wanting to see.
Yep. I talk to people every day that, they've never even been involved in the cannabis industry, but they want to get involved. They don't know anything about it. They don't even know what marijuana is. And it's so amazing how many people actually do want to get involved because they're seeing the news with, a lot of the stuff that's coming out with what it's doing for medical benefits and, with epilepsy, and there's so many things that it can help, and people are noticing that. So yeah, of course they want to be involved.
Well, the one thing I kind of like about what you're saying here is that it is capturing both worlds. It's capturing the ability for somebody to get involved in a business and the industry, and it's it's health product type stuff. I mean, I'm not saying it's the same as doing a Herbalife or some other type of vitamin supplement or other type company, but maybe it is. I don't know, and not to say that's good or bad. I don't know. They seem to be doing a lot of business too, but the fact that you guys are motivated, you seem to be excited about it. Is there health claims? I don't know. Is there anecdotal health claims? Probably.
I think that there is on CBD.
Yeah.
Most definitely, health claims of the health benefit of CBD is out there, for everybody's knowledge, for everybody to go out and do their own homework.
So you're saying that the math is that's kind of a fact, which I would agree with, and thus you're putting CBD into your product. The equation is,
right. And our products are natural. I mean, I don't think
Right.
that anybody's going to say that anything that is natural is really bad for them, especially when it comes to an herb or plant matter like that. No, it's not like poison ivy or anything, but I think there is many, many testimonies, and I'm really actually motivated to get the word out because I see how much help that it helps for people. I mean, I give these products to my mother, who's 74 years old. And,
well, we haven't met your mother, so that's not a credible source yet.
Well, I'm not. I'm just. All I'm saying is that I give them to her. That's how excited I am and how much I believe in these products is because I'll actually.
What's your relationship with her? How'd you grow up?
Yeah, I'm not going to go into that because it wasn't all butterflies and birds.
I give my products to my mom as well. My sister, my wife use them. She's very critical. She actually works for the federal government. She's got an awesome job. She works for the Department of Transportation, and these are products that are safe for her to use, safe for her to bring into her office, not be afraid to talk about cannabis in front of federal employees. And what's great about it is they can't do anything to put her in jail to arrest her because these are completely legal products. She's just following the law. And so what's awesome about it though is we can introduce CBDs, we can introduce cannabis to a lot of people that don't know about it. And this is a great doorstep in. You just get your foot in the door and learn about it and learn about CBDs. And then if you choose to go to THC for your health benefits, for your medical, recreational, whatever, that's fine too. But it's a great introductory to cannabis itself. It's not one plant or the other. It's just CBDs itself. And then you look at the bigger picture of what hemp can do as a whole with fibers and all these other industries. And you really look at that big picture of how we can change how the planet thinks and how the planet looks and how we take care of the planet. And it's amazing what we can actually do if we make up for what we messed up.
Absolutely. I can't argue with that. I think that's a great point to kind of end on. But we've learned about you, learned about the company. I'd like to take this stuff and distribute it to some people I know, have them use it and give me their feedback, see what it's all about, and maybe come back and have another talk in a couple months or something. See where you guys are at, what's being advanced, and where you've gone in the industry, and what's new and products and everything else.
Yeah, we'll do it at my house next time, man. We'll definitely do another one for sure. For sure.
Come up here to Wyoming.
Not quite. We're still in Colorado. We got the law on our side. So.
No, it looks nice up here. It's just
little drive.
Everybody ends up somewhere. Right?
Hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for giving us the opportunity.
Thanks. Excellent. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just want to, if the people are interested to get more information, is livehemplife.com or .net. And, there's plenty of information on the internet about CBDs, and we'd love to hear from you and get your experience.
You can call me. This is Damon D'Amico. My number is 303-895-0239. And you can also call Brett Little at
720-612-9573.
Thanks for listening to this week's show. Make sure to come back next week. We're going to have more guests lined up, speaking with dispensary owners, growers, business owners. Make sure to follow us on all of the social media, Facebook, Google+. You can listen to our shows live from the website or your preferred listening platform. Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, even YouTube, all under the same name, CannabisCommunityProject.com. We'll see you next week.